Welcome everybody, I'll be right back to the show where we take a look at a horror movie, and we have a new The Conjuring movie out in the cinemas, Peter, The Conjuring Last Rite. So as usual, we're going back and taking a look at the original.
I like the Conjuring universe, but as I've said to you many times, James, I get very confused and didn't know which films are which. So I am a little bit lost off. So I'm pleased we've gone back to watch them from the start in preparation of this new movie.
Going back to this one now, I've not seen this since before the second one came out. And just seeing like where the franchise goes, I think this was really refreshing at how, like, I feel like those movies have lost their subtlety.
I went back and watched this not really expecting a great deal based on the fact that the last Conjuring movie I watched, not including The Nun Part 2, was The Devil Made Me Do It, I think it was called. Dog shit. Oh, utter crap. So I went into this thinking, oh God, this is going to be naff. I freaking loved this. This is the kind of horror I like, spooky shit.
I love everything about this, man. I love the 70s aesthetic of the series, but like this movie in particular, I love the costuming and the hair, the sideburns, all of that stuff. You know, and then the music and the technology that the characters have access to. I just think that's really great. The build up, like, we're not here for a marketed character. We're not here for the Nun or for Annabelle, for a thing that needs to sell NECA figures, you know?
Did you spot at the very start? Threw me a little bit because it made us think, shit, I'm even more confused about what this movie is and where it is. We've recently reviewed The Monkey. The exact monkey's on the shelf.
It is,
like,
yeah.
Hang on, what's happening here?
Yeah.
I was totally confused.
It's not connected, but actually I saw that and I was like, oh, I wish we got the Conjuring monkey movie. I think that would be really good. Yeah.
It's literally the same monkey.
Yeah, I think in the monkey it's a drum, I think, instead of a tambourine or whatever.
Yeah, of course, symbols. Yeah.
But anyway, a little bit of background about the movie. So it's directed by James Wan, and I think that's where, like, we see a quality dip later on when James Wan's not, you know, directing them at least. But he's best known for doing this Saw franchise. He created that with Lee Winnell, created Insidious series as well. So, like, genuinely, I think, like, one of the best horror directors working at the moment. Like, and I just think the way I like this of the most scared I've been in the cinema in the last, like, 15 years have all been his movies. Like, I think Insidious is terrifying, The Conjuring 2 is terrifying. So he's a master of horror, modern one. Obviously based on the real life cases of the Warrens, Ed and Lorraine Warren, apparent real life demonologists. It's
bullshit. Bullshit. Nah, call them bullshit. So I remember doing this when I first watched the film and then jumping on after I'd watched it the second time just to do a bit of a Google to see how much is true. Fuck all, really. Let's be honest, absolutely bot all. And, you know, when you start looking into the Warrens, first of all, terrible parents. They've got literally a house full of satanic monsters and voodoo dolls and monkeys that kill you and dolls that kill you. And they've just got it downstairs in the house where the kid can wander in and out as they see fit. I mean,
he usually locks it, doesn't he? But then
it was open 3 times in this film. I mean,
that's fair.
Wasn't it? I think she went in 3 days.
Also, one of them, like, the Annabelle doll just escapes from the room at some point later in the movie anyway. So it
goes for a wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I love, you know, as the basis for a wider universe, like, I love the spooky room in the house where, like, it's all the different things. It's like, oh yeah, we could tell the story of any one of these objects, and I thought that was really cool. I like Ed and Lorraine Warren as characters. I'm just not going to comment on them as real people because, like, Lorraine went around saying she's psychic and stuff, and just, like, I was even watching a thing of Vera Farmiga talking about her, saying, yeah, with her psychic ability, she was able to turn it on and off, and I was just like, oh. But I think as a horror movie protagonist, I think they're really cool and really interesting. So I like that.
It's a clever marketing technique that movie studios use, isn't it? Based on a real story or based on real characters. It's a bit like, I don't know if you're a big fan of Greatest Showman.
I've only seen bits of it. I've not seen the whole thing.
Yeah, it was a superb movie. But he's a lovely man in that. And then when you go and Google him, bit of a prick.
Right.
You know what I mean? You think, oh God, Hugh, what are you playing at?
Yeah.
So it does wind us up slightly when movies do this, you know, based on a true story, and you find out really the true story is, yes, there was a man and a woman, but that's about it. It ends there, you know?
Yeah. Like, the family in the movie would give you the impression the family was in the house for a week or two, but it was 10 years that the stuff happened over the period. But the movie itself, like, I thought, like, the camera work in this, I really love. I feel like every horror moment is perfectly stretched as much as it needs to. Like, you really feel in there. Takes are super long, and I think it's perfect where they put either a fake out jump scare or a proper jump scare or no jump scare at all. I think that's just perfectly done.
Literally caked my pants when the cupboard keeps knocking shut and then they look up and it's on top of the cupboard.
Oh yeah, the witch thing. Yeah, that was great. But you know what I mean? Like, a lot of this is like what you're not seeing. So, like, there's someone standing in the corner moment is so much scarier than anything we've gotten in the series, like, after that, you know? But, like, there's a couple of really cool motifs, I think. Like, the clapping game, I thought was just so well done throughout the movie, where you're just hearing random claps. And we've talked about scariest or, like, most hair-raising shots in movies. Like, I think the shot of the mom going around playing it and the hands coming out of the cupboard is just, it's just horrible.
When she's sat at the top of the stairs as well. Is that where the hands clap as well?
Yeah, behind her, yeah.
Subtle things like, the ball being thrown from the dark
Yeah,
corner.
yeah, exactly. Like it kills a dog. They kill a dog like in the first night. That was a bit much, wasn't it?
Did the spirits kill the dog? Or did those people, I mean, we live in England, so it's slightly different.
Right.
But those people just locked the poor dog outside, didn't they? Could have died of cold, anything. You know what I mean? Wouldn't do that in the UK.
It's a fair point, yeah.
So Warrens are bad parents. The people who live in the house, RSPC.
Yeah, they're all scammers. Yeah.
Scammers. Yeah. Shower of bastards.
If I found a boarded up cellar in my house, I would probably move. I don't think I'd want to go down and explore.
Yeah. But not only that, that man had balls of steel. I mean, when he opened it and went down, first of all, you're right, black, horrible, dark, dingy cellar. But did you see how he just walked through those spiders' webs? Not a care in the world.
No.
I mean, those things like tarantulas. Do you know what I mean?
Oh god, yeah. I remember when he comes back up and says it's full of spiders, so don't go down there.
Yeah, but when he first goes down, he just like walks through.
Walks right through. Doesn't even like wipe with his hand or anything. He just walks. Okay.
Web touches my face and I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, there's nothing worse when you're walking and you just feel it. You don't even see a web. You just feel one on your face. You'll go. Yeah, again, the tension of it. Like, there's a couple of really great scares, and I feel like the kind of music box that you'll see him in the mirror thing was so good. The couple of times you got that, and I think that kind of music melody is kind of the theme of the series almost now. It's used in all the trailers.
I like the idea that we didn't just have one ghost. There was like a whole host of ghosts living in the house. The little boy, and then you had the was she a maid? I think at one point. Thought that was really cool. The mother who obviously killed her son, and then the witch. And yeah, just very cool.
Well, because I think like so the demon in this is a former human, a witch, and the idea is that it makes mothers kill their kids by possessing them. So a lot of the time we see these movies, and I think particularly with Conjuring series movies, we always feel like the ending kind of drops the ball. But I really love the exorcism sequence at the end of this movie. I thought that was really done. It was really scary. Like, it never got to a point where it wasn't scary anymore.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, this is one of my favourite movies we watched for a long time. We've talked recently about weapons in terms of a witch movie. This is a far superior witch movie for me. It's a scary movie. This genuinely, I mean, I watched it during the day, but this genuinely had me feeling uncomfortable at times, kind of the anticipation of what's about to happen and what's coming. So yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Easily one of the best haunted house movies of all time. I really feel like that way, especially modern ones. The bit where Lorraine sees the hanging body behind Ed really got me as well. When she's changing the bed sheets on the line, that was really cool. A bit of humor. I really like the one where you hear the door open and it's the cop who went to the toilet.
Yeah, I like the cop. I thought he was good. I liked the cop, and I liked the kind of the assistant guy's dynamic. They were pretty funny.
A really cool opening, I think, with the Annabelle doll. Short and sweet, but I thought it really cool, and obviously like that had a lot of impact on people. But we also have like some nun stuff. So you know how Lorraine is talking about like she had an experience, the last thing that they did, and she's kind of stayed with her and stuff. The guy in the possession video is the guy from the Nun. It's Frenchie from the Nun, and obviously like Valak, the nun demon, is the one that's like talked to her. So I thought that was cool, like to set that up for the next movie. And I was just like, oh yeah, we have a bit of Annabelle here, we have a bit of the nun stuff.
Do you think they had the idea that these will be franchise items, or just was that part of the story and people enjoyed it, so they thought, oh, we'll explore that?
I can't imagine, because it's just a doll, or just a nun thing. And I know you think, oh, we have a cool design, but I don't think they thought we're going to do spin-offs and all this stuff,
Well, I guess, but with the Warrens, the doll is a famous part of their backstory. So whether they just included it thinking, oh, well, that's a nod, or whether they thought, yes, we'll create a franchise.
Might have been we'll see what the audiences think of it. There was a prequel the following year. I don't know if that was in development at that point already. I had only known of the Warrens prior to this movie from their involvement with the Amityville case. And so at the end of this movie, Ed gets a phone call of, oh, we have there's a case in Long Island they want us to take a look at. So I had assumed that the second movie was going to be an Amityville, like we get the Conjuring Amityville or something like that. I know in the second one we have the Annabelle in this one is the first 5 minutes of the movie.
They did the what do you call them? The Enfield haunting, didn't they?
That's the second one. Yeah. That's with the nun.
That's bullshit. And well, what's your documentary on that? Lying bitches.
That's funny because like there's so much recordings of like Ed and Lorraine in these movies. You see them recording stuff all the time, but I could not find for the life of me anything interesting like of the two of them. Like it's mostly just interviews and stuff.
I googled them and I took one look at the pair of them and I automatically made a judgment. I thought, yep, used car salesman type, yeah, bullshit. Yeah,
they're badass in these movies though, like.
Oh, they're great in this movie.
So good. Yeah. A little bit of trivia about the movie. Despite the film's lack of violence, language, and nudity, it received an R rating from the MPAA. When the studio requested a list of edits it could make to achieve a PG-13 rating, the MPAA responded that the overall tone of the film was so scary that no amount of edits will be sufficient for a PG-13 rating, making The Conjuring one of the only films to receive an R rating purely for being scary.
Well deserved. It is scary.
I remember that being like a marketing tool at the time. Part of I think why I wanted to watch it was I heard that I was like, ooh, it's so scary, it's R-rated. even though there's no violence, right? There's a little bit of violence, though. When the movie was shown in the Philippines, some cinemas had to hire Catholic priests to bless the viewers before showing it. This was due to some viewers having reported a negative presence after watching the film. The priests also provided spiritual and psychological help to the viewers.
Bullshit. I mean, how were you, man?
You'd feel better with a priest in the room, wouldn't you, when you're... Well, would you?
Depends on the kind of priest, doesn't it? Oh, I definitely felt a presence somewhere. Yeah.
The real Annabelle doll was actually a used Raggedy Ann doll that was bought by Donna's mother at a hobby shop and was known for not only leaving notes on parchment when there was no parchment around, but also attacking a friend named Lou by mysteriously leaving claw marks on his chest. The makers of the movie decided to make a more sinister looking doll of porcelain. Don't think it would have had the same impact if you went for a Raggedy Ann doll, would you?
Nah, it's crap. I mean, if you put an image up now, Howie, it's like Rosie and Jim. It's crap.
It's funny though, because the doll is so creepy looking. Why the fuck would anybody want that? Like, why would a kid want to play with that doll? And lastly, Lorraine Warren served as a consultant on the movie and makes a cameo in the front row of the classroom when Carolyn is listening to the Warrens' presentation.
Oh,
It must be cool to have seen your legacy, like you're turned into movie heroes. You know, that must have been really a cool experience for her. The future of this franchise, obviously, this started the Conjuring universe. It is the highest grossing horror film series of all time and the second highest grossing horror IP after Resident Evil. So we got Annabelle prequel in 2014, so 1 year later. That was followed by Annabelle Creation in 2017, another prequel to that. And Annabelle Comes Home in 2019. I think Annabelle Comes Home might be my favorite in the series, just because when I saw that like spooky room, this was the movie I wanted. It was, I would just want to see all these things break loose, you know, and what happens. The movie itself I don't think was great, but I love the idea of it. I had a lot of fun. The Conjuring 2 in 2016, probably the most scared I've ever been in the cinema. I think like The Nun, just as a visual, is so horrendous. And I just remember being just absolutely terrified in that one. So like I think that's one of the scariest movies like of the last 20 years easily. We have The Nun 1 in 2018 and The Nun 2 in 2023. I like them more than they deserve, I feel.
I haven't seen the first one, but I enjoyed the second one up until she turns into a giant spider shit. But yeah, again, it comes down to your taste in horror. I like the creepy kind of... I think for me, the less you see, the more frightened I am.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's the subtlety. Like now we're going in for a merchandisable character rather than...
Yes.
You don't know what... Like you won't go into this movie, you don't know what the thing is going to be. The spooky kids, there's a witch thing, there's a maid woman, you know. Like then we got The Devil Made Me Do It in 2021, so that was the first mainline Conjuring film not directed by James Wan, and yeah, quality-wise, you can feel that. Not branded as the Conjuring universe movies, but apparently like they take place in the same universe. There's a character I think in each movie that crosses over with one of the others. But Wolves at the Door from 2016, which is a Manson family murders film. No, I don't think there's any supernatural elements in that at all. And then Curse of La Llorona in 2019. And then the future, so there was supposed to be a Crooked Man spin-off from The Conjuring 2. That's not happening yet. And that was, they've been talking about that for 10 years, so I don't think we're ever going to get that. And then there's a HBO Max sequel series in development at some point. Warner Brothers has described this collection of films as the end of phase 1. This is phase 1 of the Conjuring universe. So I think like the Warrens will be one chapter of it, and then maybe you center around other protagonists.
Derek Accord or something like that, won't it? It'll be Derek Accord. He's that medium guy. Remember that one?
No.
You've Never Lived. Yeah, it'll be all based on his startling career. Yeah.
I want to see one about the guy that got killed by the Annabelle doll a couple months ago.
Oh, fuck off. Jesus, James, man.
So any final thoughts on The Conjuring?
Overall, really enjoyed it. My kind of movie. Proper horror for me. Some good jump scares, great characters, great performances. Just a good horror movie. I wish I'd seen this one in the cinema. Don't think I did.
I missed it as well. It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
I completely agree. I think I love the aesthetic. I love the scares. It's terrifying. The quality of it, the sheer quality of it as a movie, I think is top tier, you know, like in terms of the camera work, audio, performances are great. It's just like entertaining and interesting, I think, throughout. Like you are trying to piece together the thing yourself as well, and I thought that was great. Keeps you guessing. Just stellar, modern classic, absolutely, I think. How would you improve it, Peter?
You don't. It can't be improved. It's superb.
You wouldn't like a little Nick Cage Annabelle doll or something you can
don't want a minute. No, just want the movie as it is. It's very good.
Okay. And I'll be right back on The Conjuring. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. We review all the latest horror movies in the cinema, and we have episodes of I'll Be Right Back on various horror movies. So go check that out. Don't forget to check out One Good Scare live every second Friday, and we'll be right back next time with...
Leave us alone!
But we've just started.
Never, under any circumstances, say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back.